Hello, welcome. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to have you here because today is a very important day. It's a very important talk. You know, it's important because I have a little journal where everything is written down. Okay, I'm not gonna ramble. Yes, I am. Stop lying. But I have things to say to you. First things first, I'm so happy that you're here. Thanks. But sit down and prepare yourself for all of this content that I'm about to give you. Feeling generous today, feeling on top of the world, feeling like a friend that wants to give you some advice on being more confident. I used to be a very insecure person in every aspect of my life, but I did it. I became more confident. And of course, I still struggle with doubts and insecurities and all of that because being confident does not mean that you're not insecure anymore. These are two different things. Not because you work on your confidence that you're working on your insecurities. It's different. So today, let's focus on confidence because it's a huge part of my journey as a person, as a young adult, especially. When I was a child, I was very shy. I was very much bullied. Oh my god. I did not like myself. I felt left out all the time. I did not have friends. And I was always stuck in this cycle of hating myself and being ashamed of who I am. Not today, not anymore, because I worked on it. I became more confident. I learned how to speak up and be sure of myself. This took time. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and be like, this is 5 tips to make you more confident overnight. Like, this, it doesn't work like that. However, I'm gonna do my best to give you my best tips, if you will, and how I did it. And hopefully, this will be helpful or not. So just sit down and let's find out together. All right, let's go. So, first things first, you have to work on your self concept and the narrative that you keep telling yourself. For example, if you keep telling yourself that you're a loser, you're a standout, you're a freak, you don't fit in, everything that you say is worthless, no one cares, and it's not gonna make you confident. It's not gonna make you confident. If you're like, I was always like this and I always will be, this is a bad narrative. How can you be confident if you talk about yourself this way? And same thing with self concept. If you want to embrace yourself fully, you have to see yourself fully more than just your flaws and the insecurities that you have. You have to build that confidence because confidence is already, it's yours. I don't believe that anyone has zero confidence. I don't believe in that because no, just no. I don't believe in it at all. I believe that you find that little seed of confidence and you just grow it over time and you just spend more time with yourself and it's gonna grow. I swear it's gonna grow. So let me explain a little bit more about self-concept and how I did it. I started by looking at the way that I was speaking about myself and how I was viewing myself. So I was a very shy person, like I said, and I wanted to express myself more. I wanted to be more sure of myself. I wanted to be more proud of who I was instead of wanting to hide and blend it with the walls and everything. So I looked up to some people around me, friends or family members or celebrities, whatever it is, looking up to people that already had traits that I wanted to develop as my self concept. So I know who I am now, but back then, I had to figure it out and I had to look up to some people, and that's perfectly fine. Then I had to write it down. I had to write down this self concept, who I was, who I wanted to be, and it worked. It worked. Honestly, it worked. I love working on paper. I love journaling and all of these things. So let me tell you, this self concept project was a journey, and I'm still doing a little bit of self concept projects here and there, but it's efficient. It's very efficient. And when you pin what you want to be, who you want to be, it helps. It helps so much. Working on your self concept and working on the narrative that you tell yourself helps so much. You have to start believing in yourself a little bit more. And speaking of which, actually investing in what makes you feel good is really huge, whether it's relationships or clothes or makeup or whatever it is, what makes you feel confident. So let's say, for example, you feel very insecure because your passion, what makes you feel good, is a bit weird to others. Invest in it regardless. I don't care. Let's say you love cosplaying and it's weird to others, but it makes you feel confident. It makes you feel good. Invest in that regardless. Regardless, because confidence is yours. It does not belong to anyone else. It's yours. It's your journey, and I'm telling you right now, it's hard for you to grow in an environment where you constantly feel ashamed and insecure and you feel like the worst version of yourself. This is why it's so important to invest in what makes you feel good, which also includes relationships. You can't become more confident if you have people constantly bringing you down. And I know that some people, we have our families bringing us down, and you can't just really, especially if you're a teenager, just leave the family nest, if you will, and just cross out mom and dad or the brother or whoever it is. But if this is your situation, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't have to give power to their words and their judgment. And even if you're an adult and you're still speaking with your family and you're like, they are the toxic ones, they are the ones that make me feel unconfident. You don't have to give them power just because they're your family. Same with friends or lovers. You don't have to give people power over you. And it sounds very simple, it's not, but with time, you don't have to react. You don't have to take in what is given to you, this energy, these words. One day, you're gonna realize that they don't have to have impact on you. And you have the freedom to cut them out if you want to. Of course, not everyone can, it may be coworkers, a boss, not everyone can just cut out the people that makes them feel unconfident and ashamed and all of these things, but you don't have to give them the power at the end of the day. Which is why, it's very important for you to surround yourself with positivity, if you will, because you cannot go on with negativity. See yourself as a little plant. Oh, like I said, confidence is like a little seed, and it grows and grows and grows and grows like a plant. Positivity is the water and the sunshine that this little plant needs. Confidence grows within you, with you. You know what I mean? And feeding yourself negativity will only make it shrink, if you will. This could be whatever, like I said, this could be like not investing in yourself or bad relationships, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't have to be that, but there are so many things that are negative that we don't even realize. Maybe it's the people that you follow on Instagram. Maybe is the way that you talk to yourself. Maybe it's the way that you force yourself to do certain things to please others. Whatever it is, you have to surround yourself with a more positive, not only mindset, but surrounding. Your environment is very important. It defines if you thrive or if you, I don't want to say fail, but if you shrink your little plant, if you will. Because, you can't make, I don't know, a rose thrive in a desert with no water. Let's say, I don't know, I'm not an expert in roses, but you know what I mean. You can't. You simply can't. Same goes for you. You need to thrive in the right environment. That is very important. Surround yourself with positivity, no matter what it looked like to you. And for me, personally, it was not only what I was following on social media, it was the people, it was the way that I was talking to myself, it was the things that I was consuming, it was my habits even. It was so many things. You just have to identify it. And honestly, making a list was really helpful, and I really highly recommend making a list of things that you feel are negative in your life and that you kind of want to push away to make yourself feel better about yourself. All right, we got it. Lists are amazing. Your mindset is so crucial to your growth. We talked about having an environment where you can grow, where you can feel good about yourself, but your mindset too is very important. Your everything that is in your mind, which means also you have to work on certain maybe traumas that you have or past experiences that are still weighing you down. You have to address these little mental bugs that are still eating you out from the inside. This is a disgusting image, but let's just say all of these little things that are still bugging you, not only the narrative or whatever I've talked about before, all of these little things that are still annoying you in your head and that are still making you feel bad about yourself, you have to address this. Because even if you look good, you have no toxic friends and blah 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 blah, if you still have these little crumbles of freaking like things that make you feel bad about yourself, you're not gonna thrive, because your mindset and your mind itself is very, 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 very important. I'm not gonna sit here and be that girl that says, just look good and you're gonna feel good. No, no, no. Work on yourself from the inside too. Be knowledgeable about something, be proud of what you do. Be more assured of your values. Get to know yourself, get to heal yourself. These are so crucial, because you cannot be confident if you have a bad relationship with your mind, your heart, your spirit. It doesn't work like that. And you can spend as much money as you want on things that make you feel good on the outside, but you will never feel good on the inside. And this is what matters the most. This is why it's so important to invest in things that you like, which includes skills and things that you're knowledgeable about, because it feels good to know what you're good at, especially if you're someone who loves to perform, which is not really good. I'm not here saying, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not saying that it's a good thing, but it helps build that sexy confidence where you know what you know your skills, you know who you are. It's bad to not know yourself, but especially to not invest in things that you're good at. For me, for example, I feel very confident in myself because I know how to write properly. I'm a good writer. I'm good with emotional intelligence and random facts and all these things. I just love all of these little things. I'm very good with, it sounds stupid, but self-care and hygiene, and I love all of these things. It may be dumb to you, but to me it makes me feel confident. I'm like, yes, I have these skills. I'm that girl. I know what I'm talking about. It makes me feel confident. It makes me feel good about myself. I don't have to know freaking the entire history of space and math or the economics or whatever it is. I want to know like how to do my makeup. That makes me feel good. I want to know how to cook. That makes me feel good. I love knowing random facts about being vegan. I know it makes me feel confident. I love it. And having arguments with people that are not vegan is literally, I'm so confident in myself that I know exactly my facts. I just know them. I know they're on the table, they're there, and I'm gonna tell them, and I'm gonna be right. That makes me feel confident. And, lastly, it just understand that your flaws, your strengths, these are all what makes you you. This is your charisma, if you will. There's nothing wrong with who you are as a person to begin with. Confidence is not changing yourself, giving yourself a glow up. You don't need a glow up, in my opinion. Of course, I'm not talking about people that have personal affairs and blah blah blah, like wanting to lose weight or wanting to just I don't know. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to tell you, to begin with, there's nothing wrong with you. If you don't feel confident, if you feel insecure, if you feel bad about yourself, there's nothing wrong with you to begin with. You just have to work with what you have and what you can create. Everyone has different cards, if you will. Everyone plays with different tools, and what works for me may not work for you. What makes me feel confident may not make you feel confident. But what matters is just that you get to know yourself, you get to know this healing journey, this self-confidence journey, because it really is a journey, I swear. You have to give yourself some time, of course, because this will not happen within a week, and you may fake it and everything. I know the quote, fake it until you make it, but I believe it's better to really build it instead of faking it, because confidence is not about being sassy, being like the queen of the world, being like the smartest and most beautiful person ever. This is kind of narcissism, if you will. This is not confidence. Confidence is feeling good about yourself. And that starts with knowing that there's nothing wrong with you. Embrace your flaws, embrace your strengths, keep on working on yourself, but most importantly, love yourself. And please see this as a whole magnificent journey, because it is what it is. So hopefully this was kind of helpful, because well, I know how it feels and I don't want you to feel this way. So please take care of yourself. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're not aware, your girl has started a podcast on Spotify, so please feel free to check that out. You can see me on Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, here on YouTube. So thank you very much. I appreciate your support, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.